You might think back to past New Year's resolutions and have a hard time recalling ones that actually stuck. Like the time you tried to wake up early, to start a business, to read more books, or to meditate every day. Fuck this. The reason that you might be able to recall so many of these failures is because it's all part of the game. In this video, I'm gonna break down what I've learned from a lifetime of failures and what it's taught me about habit change and how you might be able to get your resolutions to stick this year. My entire life has been a big experiment of trial and error, with way more failures than successes. I grew up as one of the smallest kids in my school pretty much for 18 years. And I tried and failed so many times to put on weight, to build muscle, to go to the gym, to wake up early, to eat healthy, to read consistently, to start businesses. And it wasn't like these were all just one-offs. It wasn't like I just made one attempt at each of these. I tried time and time again. And this is actually the silver lining and probably the most important part of this video. I kept failing because I kept trying. We all know people from high school that didn't live up to their potential. The reason why the most talented, creative, and intelligent people we know fail is because they lack grit. Angela Lee Duckworth talks about the importance of grit in her popular TED Talk.
Grit is passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not just for the week, not just for the month, but for years, and working really hard to make that future a reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint.
The timing for your change is completely arbitrary. It doesn't matter if it's the new year or you're simply fed up with the direction that your life is heading. What's important is that you take this initial inspiration and motivation and use it to actually get started. But don't count on this motivation to carry you through the entire process. You need to have that grit to be able to stick through for the long run. And it helps to have the right mindset, to really enter this with a sense of discovery and exploration, to understand that you're gonna be learning about yourself and how you personally build habits, because for each of us, it's gonna be a little bit different. The first suggestion that I'll make is to get very specific and clear about your resolution and also commit to the change. So instead of the resolution, I wanna read more this year, you might say, I will read one book a month this year. You're now turning an idle wish into an actionable plan. It's much easier to write off I once and I'd like to. When narrowing down your goal, I encourage you to think small. Do what my friend Nate Green suggests and shrink the change.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you can actually go to the gym 3 times a week? Like, think about your schedule, think about what you have going on, look at the next week. And if the client answers anything less than a 7 or less, like 1, not confident, 10, very confident. If it's a 7 or less, we shrink it. How about 2 days a week? 7. How about 1 day a week? Well, I could do that. That's like fucking easy. Anyone can go to the gym 1 day a week. And that's the habit that we start with. And it seems like such a small change. But for someone who's never really worked out before, if they consistently go to the gym 1 day a week, that's 52 workouts in a year when they may have done 0 beforehand.
Remember, this isn't a sprint. You're looking to build habits that will potentially last, hopefully last, a lifetime. And if you're able to find the right habits to stick, even if it's waking up an extra 30 minutes earlier, it can have a massive impact on your future. If you're having trouble figuring out your resolution or don't know which direction to head, here's a helpful exercise. Get a piece of paper and pen and write what your dream day would look like. Get crazy detailed. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? When do you exercise? Who are you with? From there, you'll be able to reverse engineer into that future day by building one habit at a time. I can't stress to you how important it is to really write things down, whether it's on a computer or you pull out an actual pen and a piece of paper and write down the direction that you want to take your life or the habit that you're looking to build, and even ideate and come up with an idea of the ways in which you're gonna make this habit stick. This is something that I did when I moved home right after college with $97,000 in student loans. The first thing I did was write a letter of forgiveness to myself, understanding that this was a mistake that was made by an 18-year-old without a lot of life experience, but also proposing this as a challenge. One of the greatest challenges I would ever face in my life. Could I pay off almost $100,000 in student loans in 2 years? The answer ended up being no, but I did end up paying it off in 4 years because of that challenge I set for myself, because I put it down on paper. It made it real. It was no longer something that I could turn away from and hide from. The amazing thing about habits is that it's an automated system, but before you get them to stick, you have to get past the most difficult part, the first 30 days. And to do that, you need to stack the deck in your favor and try everything you possibly can to reduce friction. Here are a few suggestions. Look at your calendar and create a plan for the first 30 days. Identify the areas or days where you might slip up. If your resolution is to eat one healthy meal per day, meal prep before things get busy. Set reminders in your calendar. Place your workout on your to-do list so it's impossible to avoid. Create rules for yourself. I use the 2-day rule for working out. I won't allow myself to skip 2 days in a row. I get days off, but never back to back. In my experience, 2 days off is a death sentence for this habit. Design your physical environment. Place this month's book on your bedstand. I always keep my protein powder on my kitchen counter as an additional reminder to work out. Write note cards and place them throughout your house, on your computer, mirror, and refrigerator. Take your personal life with the same amount of responsibility and respect that you do your work life. The last thing that I'll leave you with is that I understand that it can be difficult to face these new changes. It can be difficult to set a resolution because we have failed so many times in the past, but it doesn't matter what happened in the past because the past is not your future. You have to understand that there is an opportunity for change, that maybe you just haven't figured out the right way to make your habits stick. Honestly, if I can do it, I was not the smartest, most creative, most intelligent person when I grew up in school, and I am not that person today. But what I did do was continue to try, even in the face of failure, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of debt. And I think that's something that you can do as well. Good luck with your resolutions, guys. Let me know what you're planning to change in the comments below. I so look forward to hearing from you. My voice just cracked. I'm getting emotional, guys. I'm really excited to see what you guys are able to come up with and the things and the lessons that you learn along the way. Please continue to share them with me. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. If my videos have helped you, I would love it if you'd consider contributing on Patreon. I've already created 5 AMAs and 14 videos talking about self-development, creativity, and lifestyle design. By signing up for the vlog tier, you get all these private videos instantly with new videos coming every month. It also helps to ensure that I can keep this YouTube channel 100% ad-free. Thanks for watching.